Hey YouTube, what's up guys? Jay Coder here with a new video. I'm going to start a series on HTML and getting into the basics. So first off, we'll need a notepad editor like Notepad, Notepad++, Sublime Line Text. So I'm just going to go ahead and call this Jay's Crap. And we need to turn this to an HTML document, HTML. It'll say that, and then it'll go to your primary browser that you're using. So then we'll just go into this, click edit. So I'm going to expand this. So we're going to get started by doing and learning the tags. So in every HTML document, you'll always start it off with HTML brackets, yeah. And whenever you want to end something, you'll do HTML like that. So I'm going to keep that like right there and put a little credit here. To J Coder, so yeah. And now we can go ahead and get the title /title Jay's Crap. So for your title, you know how it will usually say when you click in a new tab that it'll have either your YouTube 100 rolls of duct tape, this video that I was watching, but when you go into a new tab, it'll show this right here. Okay, and then we get our paragraph, which is just P, and then a / after P, and you can also do B for bold. You can also find a lot of HTML codes on the internet. So, hey Jay, what's up? And I want to go ahead and add in some sort of HTML that allows us to change the background. So let's go ahead and make something like that using dev style. Which, explaining dev style isn't really too hard to learn. You can actually find the codecs and stuff like that on the internet. So I'm going to make the background color red and white, red and white. And then you get the width, which I'm going to do 200 pixels, and then the border 1 pixel, and then we'll put solid black. We'll do padding and 15 pixels. You can follow along with me on this if you want, but you don't have to. Okay. So we have that, and then let's just end it here actually. /5. So now we have that. So now we're gonna have a title, a paragraph, and a background. Or we can do like a background image instead if that's better, which we can still use the dev style. I'm going to keep that in there, but I'm going to go ahead and add this in, which should be helpful. So let's just do dev style equals background dash image. And then we can do colons URL, which it would give you would put your URL in the spot where you want the image. So do this, and we'll have the image there. The image will go in between here. So image link here, and we'll just do padding 5 pixels. 5 pixels. and we'll do width with 150 pixels, and height 200 pixels. And then the border, we'll get to see this in a second, 1 pixel, solid black. There we go. And then we'll do that's this, and this. There we go. So now we'll have that. Okay, image link here. So let's go ahead and open up our browser and grab an image. I'm gonna go to Google. Give me a second, and get like a troll GIF or something. Yes, troll.gif. Okay, I found one I want. I'm gonna view the image. I'm gonna copy this link, and we're gonna pause it and paste it right here. So now it's gonna load that image into our website. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this file. Save. We're gonna click X. We're gonna load it up, and as you can see, it'll do J's crap. It'll have the link to our file in there, and it'll say credit to JCoder because I put that in there, and I didn't really do it as dev. It'll have the picture, the border. So let's go ahead and redo this real quick. Go back into here, edit with Notepad, and as we can see, the width wasn't exactly what we wanted it to be, so I'm going to go ahead and take this one out, dev style background, and we can actually make the width 1000, and we can make the height 1000, and yes, okay, there we go. Okay, then let's save it and see what happens. So let's click X, and then load it back up. And as you can see, we have a .gif background. And it's kind of weird. Anyways, so we have hey JCoder, what's up? J's crap, credit to JCoder. So we're just gonna click X, go back into here, edit it. Not our index, I mean this. Okay. So if I'm correct, I think it goes like that. No. /, and I think it would be a star, and then / like that. I'm not exactly too sure. So let's just try to make this like more professional. So J's example page. Hey Jay, what's up? This is our example into HTML. So we have that in bold. I'm going to see if I can put the title in bold as well. So I'm going to delete my bold parentheses here and apply it here. So now I think the title should be bold as well. So let's go ahead and give me 1 second. One second. And I'm going to do live dev testing as I'm doing this. One second. Okay. So let's try to make this website look more professional, or this HTML. Let's try and adding in a Marquise code. Let's add in scrolling text to give it more of a look, and let's put it in the header. So let me go ahead and add a header in. Actually, let's put that actually below the title, and I'll actually just tab, and then we'll just do head. Put this in the header. / and we're going to start it off with, we have our HTML, we have our head, which is where we want to put the text that we're going to put here. So I'm actually going to do a Marquise code. You can follow along with this code, or you can try to do it in your own style, I guess. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. So let's just do this. This is just going to be here just because. For our text, so that we know that this is our style. Okay. So now we have this, and I just want to make sure it's more clean. I'm just going to go and copy this right here. Just boom. Now we're going to put our code right here. Tap, 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 tap. And let's start off by doing style, because it's a style of the web page. So the style is going to be equivalent to text / CSS. And since it's equivalent to text / CSS, we're going to go ahead and just do this right here. And we're going to go and write it. Example 1. And height will be 50 pixels. Okay. Overflow hidden, because we don't want it to show. You can play around with this, guys, by the way. Position. To get, like, the way you want it to be exactly. So that's going to be our starter area. Okay, and then we got to describe what example 1 is, since it's stringing to example 1, so we're going to have to write a reference to example 1. So I'll put dot example 1. Okay, position absolute absolutely. Okay, and we can do the width 100%. And if this tutorial doesn't help that much, please comment below and I'll try to explain it better in slower tutorial series. %. Oops, shit. 100%. Then we want the margin to be 0 because it's not doing anything. So now we have the margin. We want the line height 50 pixels. 50 pixels. Yes, 50 pixels, okay. And we want the text dash alliance to be center. Okay, let's make sure the center is yes, I didn't spell that right. That was close. Okay. Then we want to do the start position. X to 100%. And we want the web kit transform translate X 100%. So this video has taken us 15 minutes long so far, which is kind of sad. Translate X 100%. Now we're just basically describing everything that's inside it, and applying the animations and all of that good shit. Excuse me. So we want example 1, 15 seconds, linear, infinite, so that it keeps moving on and on and on and on forever, never stopping. Right? Infinite. There we go. And then we also want the WebKit animation, the example 1, 15 seconds, linear, infinite as well. Okay, and then we want it to move, so we definitely want to add in a move animation, so that when it goes from 0 to 100, it actually does something. So let's go ahead and add this in. Keyframes of example 1. Example 1. Like this, like a so, like a so. To be 0%. Then we want one like this. We'll do Mose transform translate X 100%. Okay, let's make sure that's right. No, it's not. Okay, there we go. So translate 100%, and we got it inside brackets and curlies and all that good shit. And then we want to do the next one. Let's just go ahead and do this first. Cleaning it up. So then we want to put 100%, and we basically just want to do the same thing. So let's just go ahead and do this and copy this. So there we go, that's our example 1 so far. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and pause this for the sake of the video, because I have to do this a few more times. And I will leave the example in the description. And we're back. So now I have this. I have the example done pretty much. And let's just make sure we have, okay, so we have the head, we have the HTML, the paragraph, and let's go ahead and make sure there's a body in this. Let's put the paragraph inside the body so that it doesn't mess anything up. So let's just do body, do body, / body. There we go. And since we used the example style, we'll have to also close style. So let's go ahead and close the style by doing this. / style. There you go, it's closed. And now we want to also, in our dev class, so we have dev, but we don't